but it's going to fade away. So many people come up against have already before. They fade away into obscurity, man. You know?
Revelation 7, yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 7 and 1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels stand. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth.
Yeah, what's that wind represent? That nuclear destruction, the same precept as it's that brother's reading the book of Revelations, the 9th chapter. It's telling you the same scenario. How the angels are there stirring up World War III. You know, it's not always going to be a talking back and forth. Sooner or later, the talking's going to stop, and they're actually going to go to war. Push them war buttons, man. Them nuclear war buttons, man. And it's gonna go down, man. There's no stopping it. But right now, the Lord's still seen in His elect, which, like Apostle Tahar said, near enough, the elect's already been sealed, man. This place is just outplaying itself. It's basically CTD, circling the drain right now. No,
it says, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
Yeah, so those 4 angels are being held back right now until the time of the destruction, the day of the Lord, man. The time to reap the harvest. That's when the Lord's going to reap the harvest, and He'll send His angels, like it tells you in Matthew 24 and 30, to gather the elect from around the 4 winds to escape the second death, the nuclear destruction, man. You know, warning, the final warning shot. You know,
the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, the nail in the coffin, man.
Back in Revelation chapter 9, verse 14, saying to the 6th angel which had the trumpet, loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year.
So in Revelation 7, basically this is after the elect's been sealed. So now those angels are being released in the scriptures in Revelation 9 for an hour and a day and a year, man. Which no man knows the time, but we're in that season, man. We're in a time of war. We know that day is nigh upon us, man. You know, it's creeping more and more closer to the day of the trembling of the day of the Lord, man.
That's why all the signs and the prophecies to look for, man.
Yeah, man.
That's why we know we're in that time.
We know we're in that time.
Because we've been given those prophecies to observe.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we're observing on the earth today.
We've been given the signs to watch for, man.
Yeah.
You know? It tells you that in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, man. Measured out the time diligently. When you see certain of the signs pass, know that the time is night and basically, man. We're in that time now, man. Fair enough.
And it says, for to slay the 3rd part of men.
Yeah, that's to slay Esau, because he represents the sons of the wicked. You know, we represent the sons of the righteous, or sons of God, which translates into the word Israel in the Hebrew, Yasha'Allah, which means he is a prince of the power, or basically, you know, in layman's terms, sons of God, man. You know, that's basically what it means. So we represent the righteous, and Esau represents the wicked, man. The 3rd part of men. So he's going to lose that American territory. He's going to lose his whole American Roman Empire, man. The 2nd leg. Go on now.
Verse 16, and the number of the army of the horsemen.
Yeah, this is talking about actual nuclear missiles, man. You got some guys out there that are talking about the ICBMs are not in the scriptures. So what is this talking about, man? This ain't talking about actual horses. You know? This is actually talking about weapons of warfare, man. It's written in allegory. Shame for the simple when you get done.
And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000.
That's 200 million missiles of nuclear fire that's going to touch America and worldwide, man. That's going to be that nuclear holocaust, man. The real holocaust, man. You know, that second death. And that's what we're trying to escape. You go to Revelations 18 and 10, you know, I think that's the one where it says the remnant's going to be affrighted, if I'm not mistaken.
Standing far off.
Yeah. We'll read it anyway, we'll read down into it.
This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 10. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Yeah, and that judgment's coming very soon, man. And it's only going to take an hour, like it showed you in American Horror Story, Apocalypse episode. It only took like 40 minutes, they said, to an hour for the nuclear missile to touch ground zero and destroy LA, man. And that just shows you the minds of the elites, because they think that they're going to, control World War III, and that they're going to come out on top, man, as the great ones and all that, to establish their new world order. But they're going to lose, man. That's the quagmire, the snare that the Lord put them in, man. They don't see that gin, that trap that the Lord set for their arse. Once the nuclear war starts, that's the end of Esau's reign, man. That's the end of your kingdom, man. You're going to lose, man. And you're never going to go back into rulership again.
Yeah, we know the Russians got that missile tech as well.
Yeah, definitely.
They got that missile that can reach into American mainland in like 30 minutes.
It came out on the Business Insider report of the UK like 2 years ago. President Putin was saying how if he wanted to, he could destroy America in 1 hour. He actually said that.
So if Russia got the technology, it wouldn't be surprising that everybody else got that technology too eventually. China, Britain, close regards to America, we're quickly going to get it there, but, the point is it's doable, which means it fits in with prophecy, man.
Yeah, it's doable. Sean Connery. Right, I knew we've got it as well.
This is Isaiah chapter 13. And this is Isaiah chapter 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Yeah, who does that? Oh, yeah, Revelation 11 and 13. Yeah, who does the Medes represent? The Russians, man. Mother Russia and all that, man. And they ain't gonna regard no gold and silver. That shows you that they don't want to have no monetary dealings with America, man. Like even this week, Russia, Iran, and I think it was China or Turkey. Russia, Iran, and Turkey saying basically just trying to get away from the dollar altogether, man. They don't even want to deal with the dollar no more.
Something just came to mind just now, right? Like Russia under sanctions right now, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, of course.
Right. Just imagine, like we're talking about silver and gold because it's money, like it's transfers, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Trading.
what we're bargaining to is, we put the sanctions down. They ain't gonna accept that.
Yeah, once they've gone past,
it's too late.
Once they've stepped over the barrier of trying to terrorize Iran and all that, and they're still trying to barter with the gold and silver, Russia's gonna be like, you know what, fuck that, man. That's the hook.
Because you don't keep none of your agreements anyway.
Yeah,
you don't keep none of your agreements.
But that's that hook that's going to be put in the jaws of Putin if he's still in rulership, which he will be probably. And they're going to go back into that war mind state, that Cold War mind state, and just trying to obliterate America, man, with the nukes. But read Revelations 11 and 13.
Revelation chapter 11 verse 13. And the same hour was there a great earthquake.
That's the same hour that's talking about nuclear destruction, and the earthquake is talking about the nuclear waves, man, the nuclear destruction, man. Because like in Isaiah 24, it tells you the earth's going to reel to and fro like a drunkard, man. So there's going to be mad earthquakes on the earth, man. You're going to be feeling them tremors, boy.
And the 10th part of the city fell.
Yeah, the 10th part represents America, man. That represents the whole land of America, that landmass.
And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000.
Yeah, the number 7, this represents a completion, a number of people that's going to die over there. Because no one's going to leave the shores of America, man. If they're over there in the time of nuclear disparity and all that, man, they ain't leaving those shores. They're going to die and be turned into nuclear ashes over there, man. Nuclear dust going on.
And the remnant were affrighted.
Yeah, the remnant. Who's the remnant? The elect, man. The Most High, the ones that like the brother said, the righteous will scarcely make it. If the righteous are scarcely going to make it, the other people out there, they're done for. They're fucked, man. And it said right there that when they saw the destruction, the remnant was affrighted, man. But they got delivered. They got beamed up in them chariots, man. What the white man calls UFOs. Right,
It says, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven.
Yeah, why did they give glory? Because they were delivered from that pestilence, man. The second death. That's why it's imperative we're doing what we're doing now. Because it says through the persuading them, through the fear of the Most High, we persuade men. Because we know the terrors and the judgments of the Heavenly Father and what He's going to do to this place, man. He's going to destroy this place, man. We ain't taking the Lord's word for no joke, man. We fear the Heavenly. That's why you're not supposed to just talk about love. You're supposed to fear the Heavenly Father, man, and His Son, man. Because He's the one that brings the great judgment, man. And he's not a man that you shall lie. He doesn't change, man. The same judgments they used to bring back in the ancient world, he's going to bring again now, man, and far more worse.
Precept for you.
So why wouldn't you want to fear that power, man?
Oh yeah.
You got to be a total arsehole to take that kind of power for a joke, man.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 9. Except the Lord Yahweh of hosts have left unto us a very small remnant.
Right.
We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
Yeah, man, we would have been fucked. Because the numbers got drawn down from what, was it 30 or something like that, all the way down to one man, which was Lot, and his house. And even his wife didn't make it. She was reprobating the man. She turned back. She wanted to stay in Sodom, man, and Gomorrah, man. And she lost her life for it, man. But Lot, he just kept going like the angel told him to, man. Get out of here, man. We're about to torch this place. You know? You got something? You finish that one?
Back in Isaiah chapter 13, verse 18.
Right.
Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, see how they always, it's a correlation, the Most High is always relating America to Sodom and Gomorrah. You even had this Jewish rap come out earlier today. What was his, Ben Silverstein? And he's like a journalist or whatever, so-called truther. And he has a website called WashingtonBabylon.com, man. So they know that these Jewish rap banking families and all these, so-called elites and the upper ups of society, they know America's Babylon the Great, man. And they know that place is going to get fucking destroyed. They know that the Lord's going to destroy Babylon the Great by nuclear fire, man. That's why they put them little guesses or little messages out there, man, showing you that America is Babylon the Great. But the majority of the people out here are just sheeple. They can't see that, man. They don't even know what time they're living in. We're still living in biblical times. People think that the Bible is irrelevant because of this modern day technology. We're still living in biblical times. Technology is written about in the scriptures. It says that knowledge shall be increased, man. In the book of Daniel, man. So we're still in biblical times, man. The Lord hasn't come back yet. No?
It says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
Yeah, just like all the ancient kingdoms that came before, it was all spawned off witchcraft, man. But Babylon the Great incorporated all those ancient deities and just incorporated into one, like a conglomerate of demons. And they're just placed over there in America, Babylon the Great, man. And they're worshipping that, blatantly, man, openly now, man. That's why they got so many obelisks and all these different fucking witchcraft symbols and, talismans and shit glorified over there. Like no man's business, man. They even have churches of Satan over there, in Americas and all of that shit, man. Statues of Baphomet, Apis Bull, all that, They don't hold back their wickedness, man. That's the modern day Chaldeans, man, over there, which represents Esau, man. They're the modern day Magi's of today's society. But just like them ancient kingdoms got chastised and destroyed, Sodom and Gomorrah, America's going to meet the same fate, man. It's no different. It's no different, man. It's just going to be a more modernized destruction. That's all that is.
And it says, but the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
Yeah, so that's just going to be another big-ass desert, all kind of doleful creatures over there, man. That's all that's going to become, a big-ass landmass of desert, man. Ashes and dust.
Precept?
Yeah, go on.
Jeremiah 15:13. Because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished, and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon, round about, all ye that bend the bow.
Yeah, all them that bend the bow. show mighty and weak, man. Let them that are weak say that they are strong, man. That's the times we're living in, man. All these small countries, so-called, that didn't have nuclear capability before, now they all got the bomb, man. You know, Russia's always talking about nuclear weapons that they're developing, man. Air missiles and underwater missiles, you know, all that kind of shit. S-400, all kinds of different weapons that they're always developing. Why? They're not to be put on display. They're not to be put in no museum or no gallery. They're to be used, man, in this final battle of war, this final battle of Armageddon, man. Mount on the troops, which is going to take place over there, mainly over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, but America's going to receive most of the fucking backlash, man. They're going to receive most of the fucking nuclear fire, man, you know, from all these different nations, their so-called allies, man, you know.
Hey, if I can say this out. Hey, Russia just had a, what was it, a 300,000 man military war drill, man.
Oh yeah, with China, something like that?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they're going in. They're going in, man.
That's the rumors of wars.
That's the rumors of wars, but people still can't see it. People still think it's a joke, man, like, oh, it's never going to happen. You think they're doing those drills for no fucking reason, bro?
Yeah.
You people are crazy, man. You know? From time they're always having these different war drills and watership drills and all that. You should already know in your mind that something major is going to take place very soon, man. For those that are in the know anyway.
Yep, and it says, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her.
Yeah, so they're all going to shoot their bows, which is another allegory for a nuclear missile, man. You know? They're all going to shoot those nuclear ICBMs over there to the shores of America, man.
Spare no arrows.
They ain't going to spare no arrows, man. They're all going to land there and hit their intended targets, man.
For she have sinned against the Lord, shout against her round about. She have given her hand. Her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh.
That's it, man. Doesn't the scriptures talk about going to the land of the unruled villages? That's America, man. It's gonna be toasted, man. Even in that program that I was talking about, American Horror Story, they said that America got nuked, got wiped out. No, basically LA got nuked and got wiped out. London got wiped out. Hong Kong got wiped out. So those are all intended targets that are gonna get hit by those bombs, man. London ain't exempt. London's gonna get toasted, man, by them nuclear waves, man. Them nuclear bombs, man. London's gonna get toasted, man. Don't think London's exempt, you know. But Hong Kong, all these different nations, they're all gonna get it, man. They're all gonna get it. The only people that are gonna escape the nuclear bomb is these damn rich Jewish banking families, because they're gonna be the first crops of slaves, man. They're the only arseholes that are gonna escape the nuclear holocaust, man. But that's the beginning of their sorrows, man. I like to say that a lot. That's the beginning of their woes and their sorrows. Because after that nuclear holocaust, they gotta go into hardcore bondage for 1,000 years, man. They're gonna be in chains for 1,000 years, man.
This is Amos 9:2.
Right.
Though they dig into hell, then shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down.
Yeah.
And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence.
Yeah, so there's nowhere those global elites are going to be able to hide in that day of judgment, man. They're just going to be sitting ducks, basically, until the angels appear and we appear out of them chariots to put them chains, them bolts of iron, chains on their asses, man, and drag their asses into them ships, man. And them ships are going to be small. Them ships are going to be smaller than ours, man. You know, them little shacks that little holes that you had us. Them holes are going to be smaller than the ones we had to sit and sleep in, man. You're going to be pissing and shitting all over each other, man. Vomiting and all that shit. Seasick. No, Esau can't have nothing, man.
You guys can't comprehend the evil that's gonna come on you, man.
The righteous evil. Necessary evil, man. Because it's double the portion of what you served unto us. So you're gonna go through all kinds of hell, man. You're gonna be catching hell from the first second of slavery, man. The first minute. A lot of you are gonna be slaves. You know?
Right, back in Revelation 11 and 14, the second woe is past,
Right.
and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Everything that's happened in history, like great events in history, it's all registered in the scriptures, man. World War I took place, that's notified in the scriptures. World War II took place, that's written down in the scriptures. And World War III, even though people don't believe it, it's inevitably written down and it's going to take place, man. Why? Because it's written down in the scriptures, man. You people don't see it, man. You people can't add, you know, you're dumb, you're clueless to what the plot of the Most High is, man. You think the Most High is about games, man. You know, because they say he's the invisible God and all that, like, because he's not showing himself, you know, present, like, you know. They think that the Most High doesn't exist, or they just take the Most High for a joke. But he's going to show himself, man, more and more as we draw closer and closer to that day of judgment, man. You know, it says that in the book.